but I was more focused. I was blinded by what was going on for them, or how could I create better relationships with them by the deal, and just trying to do the next deal and get the money. The market also was completely different. It was moving so fast. I mean, everything sold in an hour. You would list it, and it was sell in an hour. And so it was kind of actually hard to focus on the relationship when things are selling so quick and you're just moving so fast. But at some point I realized that was where I went wrong. And even though I lost everything because of the debt I acquired through trying to flip so many properties and buy so many houses and do that, I still should have been able to maintain my real estate business through the crash if I would have focused on people. And that was the big lesson that I learned. So in 2008, I get laid off from the oil rig. I'd already been dabbling in real estate a little bit. I had a couple of deals in the works, and luckily enough, I closed a couple deals. And then I was just, I was like, thank you, Jesus. I'm back. I never thought I'd sell another piece of real estate ever. There was a moment where I thought it would just never happen. So I sold a couple. That year I did, what did I do? 80,000, which was twice as much as I made on the oil rig the year before. So from there, I started building my business on people, not deals. And the conversations I started having with people, and the closings I was having and the conversations I was having was like magical. People were, it's crazy when you start focusing on the people, not the deal, and you start listening to your clients, and you start to really absorb their situations, and you start to become an extended part of their family and them to you. And it's a whole different ball game. It gives you such an incredible feeling, not only just as being a good person and loving people, but also your business. You feel like you have a solid business when you run your business like this. So it took me from 2008 to 2014 to get to 100 deals a year. That year I was the number one RE/MAX agent in Alabama. Now think about this. I get in 2002, I make a meal, I lose it all. I work on oil rigs, roofing houses, come back in real estate, okay, learn all the lessons from that, and feel like I know what I need to know. Okay, not a new agent anymore. I'm starting over, but I'm not a new agent. I have all this knowledge. I'm willing to put the work in, and it still takes me 6 years to get to 100 deals. Okay? That should tell you right there that this business just does not happen overnight. You have to focus on the actions, not the results. If you're taking the daily actions that you know are going to get you where you want to go tomorrow, right? Don't worry about tomorrow. Let your actions speak. Let the results just happen. Because you don't know what the results are going to be. You don't know what your full potential is until you've put forth the full amount of effort that you can possibly put in over time. So I started building my business like this. I hit number one. Since then, since 2014, I've sold over 100 properties a year, every year since. I'm almost there this year again. And I hit number one in the state 2 more times, so that was 3 total. And this year I'm going for number 4. How many of you think I'm actually going to do it? Okay, so what I want to do, that was crazy, 3 Rickies. There we go. What I want to do is talk about my business a little bit. I just want to share a few things about my business. And I want to talk about closing $40 million a year as a single agent every year. That's the volume I've been doing for the past 3 years. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, well that's not working. Can y'all fix this? Efficiency and scalability. Okay, before I get into, I want to share 5 things about my business. Okay, I want to share 5 things about my business, but before I get into that, I want to talk about the way that you actually can get to a level like this is by understanding that you have to work on your efficiency and scalability of your business, which means you have to every day think about how can I produce more with less effort for a cheaper price. I want you guys to know about my 4 keys of success. I came up with these a couple years ago after I really thought about it. It came to me. The first thing is you have to believe. 100%, not 99.9%, 100. If you believe 99.9%, it's not gonna work. You have to be fully committed, no plan B. You're gonna make this work. There's no other options. A lot of people believe, right? A lot of people believe. Very few people actually do the second part, the second key point, which is work hard. So you have to believe and then put the action behind what you're trying to do. A lot of people believe. Out of that group, very few also work hard. And out of the group that believe and work hard, even fewer also, the third key point, adapt. Adapting is very interesting because this is the part a lot of people miss. They believe and they work hard and they don't know what's wrong. But they keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. They're not trying new things. They're not testing things out. They're not venturing out. They're not exploring. They're not experimenting. You have to always test things out, try new things, see what works, see what doesn't work. When you find something that works, hang on to it. Get rid of what doesn't work. Okay, let's try some more things. We find something else. Okay, now we got 2 things that work. Let's keep these going really strong. Try some more things. Okay, found a third one. Boom. And you filter through these different avenues of success, whether it be in real estate or life, of what works and what doesn't work. And then when we start building, these are the building blocks for us to build our success on. But we got to keep believing. We got to keep working hard as we're adapting. But the one I always believed, I've always worked hard and I've always been pretty good at adapting. What I always had a problem with, and I'm still working on it, is the 4th one, and it's patience. So if you're not successful or as successful as you want to be, I can have a 5-minute conversation with you and tell you which of these 4 things you're missing. Because it comes down to these 4 things. You got to have them all to be successful. Maybe you're working hard and you're adapting well, but you don't really believe in yourself, or you don't believe in what you're doing. Maybe you believe and work hard and you adapt well, but you're just not patient. You just need to keep doing those things and just let it happen. That's what happened to me. In 2014, that was the year I hit 100 deals, I actually made 600,000. I wanted to make $1 million the next year. Really excited. Put together this plan. I'm going to do this many calls, get this many listings, talk to this many people, and boom, I'm going to make $1 million. January 2015 rolled around. I started my plan. January, February, March rolled around. I'm evaluating my business, and I realized I'm only going to make 600,000 again. And I became somewhat, not deeply, but somewhat depressed because I felt like something